This is Jasmine, and you are now listening to Down to the T. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Down to the T. Today, I have Maurice. Say hi, Maurice.
What up, though?
You might hear me call him Hatch or whatever, but same thing.
The alternate.
Yeah, the alternate name. It's been a long time because I had another mishap with I had a February episode, but then I deleted it while I was editing it, and it just got all crazy, and then I was upset. But anyway, we have Maurice here today. How are you doing, Maurice?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm doing great, matter of fact. I appreciate you asking. It's a pleasure, you know what I'm saying, to break bread and come politic with you, too.
Oh, my God. Don't be doing all your,
this is me.
Smooth
don't
talking.
Don't do it, I'm telling you.
Do not do all your
You ain't spoke to me in a minute. Do you see a script? Do you see anything?
No, there's no script. But you be doing all that smooth talking.
My hands up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, whatever. Okay. So if you guys don't remember the structure of the show, it is in 3 parts. First, it's the download, which is where we talk about how we know each other, how do we meet, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then we go into the hotspot, which is where we talk about what happened between our whatever we want to call it, because that can get awkward too. And then the last part is the cool down, where we talk about what are your current dating philosophies? Are you dating anyone now? Are you anti-dater or whatever the case may be?
Got you.
So are you ready?
Yeah,
did you think about any of these questions? Well, not questions, but
slight. I gave it some thought. But
so did you I definitely have to say that?
Nah. I ain't got nothing. I'm just dying to get out there. Nah.
Oh, no. You don't think so?
Nah.
Nothing at all.
Everything's natural for me. I go with the flow. You feel me? I'm premeditated sometimes, but when it comes to things like this, you just gotta let it happen. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, don't you just have all the damn answers?
Apparently, I don't know.
Have all the answers. Okay, so first, like I said, we're gonna start with the hotspot. So, Maurice, how did we meet?
To my recollection, it was Jack Benny Middle School.
Yes.
Way back, in 05?
No, yeah, because I always think about that. I always forget, how old are you when you're in middle school? Or what year is it?
I mean, I remember, because I graduated in 06. That's how I
remember middle school.
So,
that's true. Facts.
You came and you was in 7th grade.
No.
You wasn't a 6th grade Jack Benny student.
Oh, I wasn't a 7th grade Jack Benny student either. I came in 8th grade. Look at you. You don't even remember the story.
Well, that's still probably possible, because 05, 06 is how I remember you. And I graduated in 06. So, okay, that makes sense.
So, yes, I came to Jack Benny in 8th grade. Was it the beginning? Yeah, it was the beginning of the school year. Yeah, because we got
to know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
We was communicating. It was in touch. It wasn't I got to know you 1 month.
Okay, I have to tell you a story. And Tiffany is going to crack up laughing when I talk about it, because she's going to be like, oh my God, why did you lie? Oh, she is going to be like, oh my God, why did you lie? But yes, it was in 8th grade, 05, 06 in middle school, because for some reason, East had got East is the middle school, one of the middle schools in Waukegan that was overcrowded, and they picked random people to go
it was random.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and now that I know how the education system works, that shit was not random at all. And then my only options, you know how many middle schools there are in
Lake County.
Yeah,
it was 4 or 5.
And my only 2 options were Webster and Jack Benny.
That was my options too.
And I was just how did you choose me to go to the 2 worst schools in the whole city? Yeah, they base it off. That can't be. They base it off where you live, because I don't live by Jack Benny.
Oh yeah, of course. It's the runner-up type. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're gonna send you somewhere that's outside of Lake County.
I mean, but it would have been nice to go to Abbott or Jefferson.
I heard good
or somewhere where I would not be,
or just let you have whatever option you wanted and not just restrict you to Webster.
Especially since they were oh, the school was overcrowded. You should at least give me an option to go. But whatever, people don't care about student rights, and they definitely don't care about the
well-being of the student and everything like that.
Facts.
I agree.
So it was Jack Benny. It was 8th grade. And do you remember anything specifically about that? Bro, I wish I had my yearbook.
I knew you was going to say that.
That was bad.
That was a bad yearbook picture, but everybody knew that I was still a cool person. You know what I'm saying? Or someone worth knowing. You feel me? At that time, it was a bad picture, but they caught me slipping. It's all right though.
No, I don't know.
She told me to cheese like on 2 and took it on 1. That's how it was set up. You know
like
what I'm saying?
3, 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
like,
you're supposed to take it on 1.
That's not how she explained it. You feel me? Like, it was a miscommunication, and you seen the result. You know what I'm saying? You never let it go.
I see the result now, but the result then was not that great.
It wasn't. It wasn't. I wish I could have had a conversation with her about that. But back to your question, though, as far as like anything in particular that I remember about you back in Jack Benny, I wouldn't say not too much because I didn't get that chance to get to know you right away. It was just the fact that you was new. You obviously stood out very quick. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it goes.
And then aside from that, it was a couple of people that was like hating on you. You feel me? Back then, that was very like public in the atmosphere. You feel me? And I didn't understand it, so I was more interested in understanding you. You feel me? And like that's kind of more so where I became more aware of who you were. At that time, yeah,
I feel like that could either go one or two ways. When there's somebody that people are hating on you, either going to be like, "Oh, I kind of want to get to know this person," or I hate them too. Well, I'm glad you took the. I'm a whole
male. You know what I'm saying? You have females hating on you. I'm not finna side with females off the strength of they just hating on you because you knew, because they didn't know you neither. You know what I'm saying? They was hating, so I wasn't.
Didn't know them.
And aside from that, like I'm not a hater. Period. So.
Oh, Maurice.
Yeah, I would never do that.
Not a hater. Okay.
Never.
Yeah, so Jack Benny, that was good times. And then, but you didn't go to Waukegan High School.
Unfortunately, nah.
Well, fortunately for you. Oh, you wanted to?
I definitely wanted to. Because freshman year, you know what I'm saying? I came from the Waukegan School District, so continuing in that probably at my time felt like the best interest for me, but my mom felt differently. She went up to the school and seen it wasn't a good environment, to say the least, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, we'll put you in Zion for the time being. We'll see how that goes. So I ended up doing pretty much my full 4 years there, aside from moving to Memphis. I tried to come back from Memphis. Yeah, I tried to come back, and my mom still wasn't budging. We went back up to the school, and there was like kids in the hallway cussing out security guards, you know what I'm saying?
And so she was just like, no. How long did you stay? Did you graduate from Memphis High School?
Nah, I wish. Nah, Memphis is cracking. Let me say that. Shout out to Memphis, too.
Okay. I love that. Is it like the Look Alive video? Have you seen that video?
Not yet.
With Drake and Chuck?
Because you know, with me, my personal interest on the career-wise, like I try to avoid what the wave is, so I don't bite on other people's movements. But with that being said, though, like Memphis, again, it was it was a transition for me when I realized what it meant to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot more independence for me.
That's so true. Wait, I remember that.
Yeah.
In Memphis?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
That's cool. It's cool. But yeah, a lot happened in Memphis, and we'll circle back to that. But it was just like it was different. I came back from there though, and it was back to Illinois, and my mom still wasn't budging. I had to go to Zion. You know what I'm saying? But it was like,
so you spent what, like a?
I spent a whole 1 semester in Memphis.
Okay.
So before school started, I was there a week. So like August 1st. And then I moved like January 18th.
Back to
Illinois. I was so sad. I didn't want to come back, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Southern living is different than Illinois. I mean, anything is better than Illinois. Except for if you live in Chicago.
Yeah, we was in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying, north suburbs and stuff. But Memphis, that's all I could say.
Okay, well.
Shout out to the homies, man.
Yeah. Do you still talk to any of them?
Every now and then on social media, you know, I ain't been out there since 2015-ish. But when I was out there, I broke bread with them, you know what I'm saying, hit the streets and politic, you know what I'm saying, all the hood shit we used to do. It was fun. But I stay in touch the right way, though. When things are perfect, we'll link back up, you know what I mean? They know what it is. Definitely.
That's the good thing about social media, that you don't have to. I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing that you don't have to necessarily speak to someone like directly to know that they're good and know that y'all still got a rapport and everything. Right, exactly. And know what's still going on with them.
Facts. Everything's still solid, though.
That's good. Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for how we know each other and how that came to be. Which is very different because, like, the previous 3 people, it was like, oh, I met you on Tinder. Wow. No, we got a real, like, throwback. Like, it's real life.
Definitely. Fact. Yeah, we got a real rapport, like, dating back to fucking 2005.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's It's hard to forget that. You know
Lots of things have changed. A lot.
That's true too.
Okay, so then we can go to this is my favorite part because this is where you really get to like
the nitty gritty.
Yeah, you get to put some things out and figure out this is what I thought happened. Well, not really. That's not exactly what happened. Like I don't know, and I especially feel like there was so much like back and forth, like. I won't talk to you for like 6 months. Yeah. And then I'll talk to you consistently for like 4 months. And then I won't talk to you for like 8 months. And then it was just like a lot of that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if that's like a statement, a question, this an opinion, either or. I can address it's not just you that I'm like that with. You feel me? Like, that's who I am as a person. Like, for example, when I moved to Memphis, my mom used to call me like, damn, I got to book an appointment to talk to you. I'm like, huh? I'm 15. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to reply to that, but that's just always who I've been. Like, I haven't been very vocal as far as staying in touch because how I feel is like if it's 100, that's what it is from now until the next time you speak, regardless of how long time has passed in between that. Because I'm not a finicky person. I'm not like a wish-wash or flip-flop. You feel me? If we had something, that's what it is until the next time, until we can reconnect on that moment. You feel me? Like, so... Even with that said, I've made effort to improve, but I'm still inconsistent.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like you do a little better at it. Like
I try because I know about it.
Instead of 6 months, it'll be like 3.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll work on 1.
That's progress,
and
though.
One is like pretty, not the norm, but like there's some of my college friends that I talk to. No, that's a lie because I pretty much talk to all my college friends like every single day.
That's good.
But... Yeah, we have like several group chats.
I barely talk to my ships. You know
I talk to my line sisters every day.
That's dope.
At least
that's dope.
2 of them I talk to on the phone at least once a day.
Well, my ships, I feel like they see me in the basement, so they already know it's 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, that's good.
I don't know anything about that.
The basement data.
Is a non-hazing
Now, when I say the term basement, that's a loose term, all right? Let me be clear and blunt about that. Basement is a loose term. We used to hang out and socialize in brotherhood, all right? That's what I'm saying, all right? Exactly. Might study or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what brothers do. But moving forward.
We're definitely studying. All right. Yep. I don't know anything about that.
Facts.
Okay, yeah, I talk to them pretty much every day. But yeah, I think that's something that I'm glad to hear you say that you're working on because I feel like that could be, I don't know how you are in a relationship, but I feel like that could be something that could hinder a relationship.
I'm laughing because in relationships, and especially now at this age, right, I've been through things. I'm 25. I'm not the oldest, but I've at least had some experience. So
facts.
With that being said, like in relationships now, I have more respect for the partner that I'm spending my time with, who we sharing, you know what I mean, our space with. Because
what do you mean space?
Space is, you don't have to be around me. I don't have to be around you. Like, period.
What? I'm like the complete opposite.
That's what I mean. That's exactly.
Wait, you're gonna have to explain that more because
you're the opposite. You like to be around in each other's space, kick it, be in each other's.
I like to be in anyone's face.
And that's cool. But with me, what I'm saying is just how I explain how I don't even reach out to the OGs, to the family, to the ships. You know what I'm saying? That's just naturally who I am. Not because I don't rock with you, not because I don't fuck with you. It's just I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I'm isolated. Because that's how I was brought up. You know what I'm saying? So I compromise by giving people my time. That's how I look at it.
I mean,
and that's selfish.
No, that's not selfish.
And arrogant, I feel like. And I'm not trying to be that way. I want to clear that up, too. I'm not trying to be arrogant like, man, me sharing my time is a privilege, because it's not.
But if it's something that you have to consciously do, I feel like that's good.
And that's the settle. Like, that's me meeting you halfway. You know what I'm saying? So, for me to do that, that's like, all right, cool. We on a good vibe, and I rock with you even harder than the average folk because we're spending time right now.
And you're allowing someone.
Exactly.
That's probably why we never worked out, Maurice.
But also distance, though. I was always out and about.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We were never.
Blame my parents.
We were never in the same space for long enough for anything to like actually manifest. I think.
Now, however,
what
if things were different. I couldn't tell you that would be the case. You feel me? We would have definitely had a stronger opportunity, a stronger chance of actually seeing something sustainable.
There was a period of time where we were like, it was pretty consistent. I don't know if we were in undergrad at that time.
I would like to say, yeah. I think at that time, I feel like both of us was undergrad. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there was a time where I like spoke to you like a lot. Like more, definitely more. You want another drink?
I'd appreciate it.
More than what I speak to you now, for sure.
Drink champs.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, like, man, look. That's with the inconsistency I was just explaining to you. Mm-hmm. I have my streaks where it's like, motherfuckers, damn, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker cool as hell, but that's the streak. Like, then the next way that I'd be like, damn, I gotta focus on this next mission I got coming up. You feel me? Like, so I'm a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? So, and Steve Jobs as dude, you know what I mean? Like, the black. So it's even harder for me. You know what I'm saying? It's even hard. I'm Steve Jobs. Like, I'm a resourceful, networking, smart, not manipulative, but influential individual. However, I'm black. Yeah. That restricts my opportunity. Yeah. And I don't have wealth. So it's even harder for me to get out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I focus so heavily on building myself up. Yeah. Relationships, rapport. If we got it, that's how I see it. I'm going to keep it pushing until I build another network, another relationship, and I'm going to add that to the pile.
But because you don't have those... Me. What?
After that drink? And keep
no, I'm going to get you some lemonade.
Because I don't have what?
But because you don't have the wealth in the, like... You know, everything.
Assets.
Right.
Equity.
So, and you are a naturally introverted person and a reserved person. Mm-hmm. How do you keep... how do you maintain relationships? Whether it is a professional... Right. Whether it's a professional relationship or it is a romantic relationship. Because I think, personally, I am very good at maintaining all relationships because of the type of person that I am. Like, I'm reaching out to people constantly.
I'll be blunt.
Please be,
I'll be
because
blunt.
I want to know.
I will get bored easily. And with that said, it's not like, when I say easy, it's not quick. Like, it won't be a day. You know what I'm saying? But if things become mundane, a little bit routine, and, you know what I'm saying, you're not bringing much to the table beyond just what you're doing, then it's like, and I'm not referring to you by any means.
I know you're not referring to me because there's no way you could me.
You got way too much personality for that situation. I already know that. But what I'm saying is, like, for me, like, how do I maintain it? I haven't.
But you were dating someone at one point, and I remember that I found out very... Let me tell y'all how. Because I think that was a good. When was that relationship? No, ain't no cut. There's no safe words. I don't know what you're doing. When was that relationship? You know which one I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, check it out. So
No. I need numbers.
I'm going to give you all the details. I ain't holding shit. All right, check this out. So I got to SIU and
that is Southern Illinois University.
Yeah. And it was 2010. I was a freshman. September, pretty much, right? August, September. At that time, I pretty much had a girl that I was talking to from back home, in a sense. But we had a couple of rocky moments, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of tapped out on that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I was away through distance, so it seemed like a cowardly approach to break up with her. You feel me?
Especially, that's what all niggas do when they go.
But it's not. It's really not.
When niggas go to college.
Look at me. I'm a solid dude.
That's what I did.
Damn. I wasn't cool with that, though.
Brandon. Do you remember Brandon? Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I do.
Not that's. I'm not gonna say that's exactly what I did, but kind of.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Especially coming from a female. That's fucked up.
Okay. And I sometimes realize that I do have some messed up.
And he probably like hate certain girls now.
No. He's moved on. He's doing just fine. He has like a family and everything.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
that's dope.
I definitely remember, like, he also, I'm gonna let you get back to it because I do want to call you out.
Oh, we can move on. No worries.
We won't. But I just remember him having way more time than I did because he was in college too. But I don't know. Please forgive me if anybody is offended. But he went to He was a freshman at an HBCU.
Cracking.
I was a freshman at a PWI private, like small ass,
dry as hell.
And I just did not have in the academic. Not saying that academics at it's fine. Yeah, not saying that academics at HBCU is not rigorous or whatever. I don't know because I've never attended one, but I just know he had way more time than I did,
and that wasn't sitting well with you.
And it just like I can't. So like it was a lot. So yeah, I definitely broke. That was kind of a cowardly thing of me to do.
So you broke up with him because he had too much free time.
I think that's
crazy.
what I said.
That's fucked up.
No, I don't know. I don't remember why. I know it was Thanksgiving.
That's even worse. But
it
it's
was
okay. It's okay.
Thanksgiving because
10 years
I went
ago.
home.
10, almost 5, 4, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. That's kind of fucked up, but I'm not going to judge
He's fine.
you. You know what I'm saying? You was young. He was young. It is what it is. Exactly. But with my situation, like, I pretty much broke up with Marsha already based off of the old situations that was going on at home and like unsettled discussions. You feel me? No clarity. So fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I moved on. Skittles flavor, some bullshit. Yeah, but yeah, real THC. Holla at the kid. I got it all. But anyway, I just want to say. So when I let her know via text message, like, I'm sorry, this ain't gonna work out. I got somebody.
Via text message.
Well, shit. I mean, you know.
Oh, you're childish, bro.
Nah, I mean, back then I kind of was, but not really though. Yeah. You feel me? Because like, it was a phone call. You feel me? We talked, but like, it wasn't an in-depth discussion, so it was still questions lingering type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so then.
So yeah, I got the respect.
Were y'all in a relationship?
Yeah, we was in a close relationship. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so this is something I can't stand about men.
What?
Were y'all in a
close relationship? Yeah,
close,
exclusive.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said close, and I'm like,
oh no, close.
Okay,
like we was monogamous.
Okay.
You feel me? Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so
vocab.
So I had, you know what I'm saying, something that I was talking to at school. So I'm like, you know, I got something that I'm.
So you were in a relationship and you were in a relationship with.
But we hadn't done anything yet. But yes,
you were in a relationship with someone
and talking
from
to somebody else.
And you were talking to someone else.
Yes.
Dirty dog.
You can say that. However, I felt like based off of what me and her was going through back home, this is like the least that I, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't it crazy that you thought like as an 18-year-old, 19-year-old that whatever relationship.
I was 17, 18 freshman in college.
Oh yeah, that's true because you're young. You're hella young.
Yeah.
Like the relationship issues you were having,
quote unquote.
You thought they were so like
serious and world ending.
And they weren't.
No, they weren't shit. Hopefully anybody out there listening 18 and younger understand that ain't shit. But real talk though, like she understood though. She moved on. She's still bad in her own right. You know what I'm saying? She got her own shit popping. And what I did was I moved on into a relationship where I was kind of like the second-hand man. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that was a step back and a poor decision in hindsight looking back. You know what I mean? Because I had to go through things as far as like figuring out how women work in a way that I hadn't experienced. You know what I'm saying? So I went through a few things. Yeah, definitely. So
okay, wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. Okay, all right, Maurice, you can keep going. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So like, pretty much like. I went through a few things in my past relationship that when I had transitioned from the one in high school to college and shit, you know what I'm saying, that helped me grow as a person, as a man, as an individual involved in relationships. So overall, it was just like a growth experience that needed to happen. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it there for now. You can ask whatever you feel like asking. I don't really know like where you want to take that.
Okay, so what I was getting at,
yeah,
which I think was leading to the woman who you were dating your freshman year. Mm-hmm. What year was that? The years.
Oh,
the years.
Nah, we dated for 5 years.
Right, yeah. On and off though.
Very true.
So it must have been one of those times where you all were off, where you and I
stayed consistent with
was
you. Of
very,
course.
very consistent. I think it was my sophomore year.
Of course,
because my junior,
it
couldn't. My sophomore year, I did have a boyfriend for like a little bit. So maybe was I online?
Sophomore year?
No, I know when I was online, but was I online when you and I was talking like consistent?
That's why I was, yeah.
Yeah, right? So that was my junior year. Yeah. Oh, I remember because it was like, I'm dying, like, save me.
I was a tutor / RA. At that time, though, I was actually real consistent with my girl, but we still had things that we hadn't discussed fully. Like, that was my problem. When I don't address things, And when I attempt to address things and they're ignored, then I do my own thing.
What's your birthday again? September. 17th. Yeah, that makes you a
Virgo.
Virgo. I don't know much about Virgos. I mean, I don't really.
Virgos we think heavy, and we're perfectionists. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think that zodiac signs are everything, but I do think they have some. I do think there's some accuracy for real. So that could be some of that. Okay, so during that time,
yes, ma'am,
when you and I were consistent,
yes, ma'am,
and like consistently talking, texting, whatever we're calling
everything
it, because we're gonna have to clarify what the then some is because there was not any then some. So what is the then some? So clarify
then
that.
Some is like FaceTime, staying in touch, putting forth effort.
Okay.
Not nothing physical.
Okay. I was about to say there was no then some in my life at that time. Because don't do that.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
anyways.
Ma'am. You was in a whole different state, so of course not.
Right, but of course.
Illinois, Virginia.
Yeah.
There was nothing happening physically.
There was no then some.
Facts.
Okay. So that and then how I found out is I think you have went...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no. Okay, no. Maurice, there were 2 times. Because I think I knew that you had... I think I knew that you had a girlfriend. Possibly.
Tell me about it.
Maybe. But let me tell you how I really found out. Because I had went to... This was post-graduation. In 2014 or 2015 when I went to go visit you in Arizona.
Oh, no, that was post-graduation, definitely.
Right, but
definitely.
2015 when I went to go visit you in Arizona. And...
Shit was shaky back then, but go ahead.
Right, but you were still with this girl? I never would have flown to a whole... My nigga, I flew from Illinois to Arizona, slept in the same bed with you. I never would have. I am not that type of woman.
Now let me explain.
I never would have done that. So you saying that you all were, your waves are on like fleek. I'm looking at the top of your head right now.
I'll be down.
Fleeky.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
They look real nice.
I've been trying.
Anyway,
shout out to Vance the Bobby. He out there on Sheridan. Matter of fact, he on 21st. And Hebron, holla at him.
Okay, give him a little plug. That's
Vance, the homie.
I think I've seen that person on Instagram.
He been coming up since 2007. That's the homie. But go ahead though. So you seen? So how did you find out what you think you found out?
I know. No, it's not what I. No, it's not. No, I wasn't. It's not what I. Because I cursed your ass out too.
You're misled.
No, because you went home to after I came to visit you. You went to Illinois to a wedding.
Yeah, my shit ready.
Yeah, someone got married, and then you were in the picture with the girl from the wedding.
That's what fucked it up. Yeah, all right.
It doesn't
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, and I was like, okay, but
let me explain this though.
Let me just tell you, I never would have claimed to visit you.
I can understand that.
If you had a girlfriend.
But I didn't.
But you did.
I didn't, and I did. All right,
niggas ain't shit.
Listen, you are pointing fingers at me.
Okay, how?
No, let me finish that statement before you ask that question. You're pointing fingers at me, and you don't know the full story of all parties involved. Okay, and with that being said, I wouldn't move in such a manner without justification. Okay, now as far as the title goes, it was in the process of being X'd out. It just hadn't happened yet. It just hadn't happened yet. It was a lot of back and forth, making forth effort and seeing if it's worthwhile and things of that sort. Of course, as anyone would want to do when something that they've invested into is coming to a halt. You know what I'm saying? It's that, let me try to extend this out to really see. Or, you know, it's going to say, fuck it. So it was a bit of back and forth for the both. You feel me? But when you came, that was what obviously I wanted. Because I could have easily been like, it's a bad time. But no, that's what I wanted because things weren't perfect. You feel me? So even though I might have had a title and it seemed like, okay, well, he's in a relationship and he's involved, that doesn't mean that the household, even though there wasn't one because I was living alone, it doesn't mean that things are right. You know what I'm saying? And that's not just on my part. That's on her behalf as well. So don't just point the finger at me. You would have to bring her into this conversation.
No, we're not.
But that could be a joke.
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's
I don't know. No, because I don't know her.
But that's what I'm saying.
You.
Yeah.
I came to visit you.
And you were with me.
And I was with you. Now with her, I knew nothing about her until after I came to visit you.
But tell me what the problem is. If
the problem is, even if a situation is shaky, okay?
Shitty. I mean, shaky. Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever terminology. Okay.
Well, even if a situation is shitty, shaky, whatever we're calling it,
Pretty
you need to make, before you go into something else, you need to make sure that everything is clear first. Make sure that
was my
do not let
on your end. I didn't know that you did.
Did you bring it up to me?
Did you?
How am I
that
supposed
shit was up since 2010. That wasn't a brand new relationship.
Let me ask you a real question.
Go for
Maurice.
It. I'm all in.
And is someone supposed to ask you a question like do I?
Let me ask you this.
Jasmine, I would be like, are you single? Like, are you? But
that's
Maurice,
a fair statement.
But as long as I've known you since 2005, we have a friendship. I would not think that I needed to ask you.
Let me tell
Maurice,
you.
Did you and your girlfriend break up?
You could have asked me that.
And I guess I was just too naive to think that somebody would. That is naive.
That's not naive.
Yes, it is.
It's just a lack of actually asking a good question.
That is naive for me to think that a man who. This is the same thing who women who give their numbers.
Can I give a male's perspective?
Wait until I'm done. Women who give their numbers to men when they're out. Mm-hmm. Women who fly out to go visit men.
You act like women are innocent. Women are in relationships who get their numbers out. You know that.
I'm going to assume that you are single if you are inquiring about me, or if you. I know that now, but Maurice, I wouldn't think I need to do that with my friend.
And this is where I'll explain this. All right, because listen, if I'm working my way out of a relationship, why would I tell you, oh, by the way, I have baggage that you should know about? No, I'm trying to forget about that baggage. And
that's problematic and toxic.
It's not.
It is.
I can hear what you're saying, but it's really not for males, especially at that age.
Can
I finish?
Okay, facts. Go ahead.
Look, a male at that age, especially if there's no children involved, no ring involved, I'm sorry, I'm just going to walk away from this. I'm good. I have something right here that is much better that I'm happy with. Forgotten. That's how men move. You feel me? There's no attachment like that. You feel me? So if I'm talking to you while I'm trying to break up with what I'm looking at as an ex-girlfriend, even though we're still boyfriend and girlfriend, means nothing.
Hatch.
Cut off.
How? No.
Period. That's how I move.
Hatch.
That's how I'm telling you.
Hatch.
Go for it.
I understand that's how you move.
Okay.
But
now, is that inconsiderate to you? Possibly.
That is inconsiderate to me. That's also inconsiderate to this woman who you were in a relationship with.
But you're not taking into consideration what partially she created and part of that
relationship. That's not my problem. That's you.
See, but how can you pass judgment on me being inconsiderate of her, but it's not your problem? That you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't pass judgment on me, but be like, oh, she's completely null and void.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if I did not know about her or whatever problems that she brought into y'all's relationship or brought onto herself, that is null and void. What I'm saying, there still is this woman. It wasn't completely closed out. It wasn't. If I would have been, but I wasn't.
But you wasn't.
Okay. So it would have been null and void.
Of course.
But it's not, because you were not completely broken.
And that's the selfishness of men. That's the selfishness of men. I'll take ownership of that. You feel me? I'm a grown ass man. You feel me? I'll own that shit. That's a fact. Because niggas ain't gonna be like, all right, well, let me cut this off until this is right. You know what I mean? No, you gonna wait until that's right.
And thank goodness I wasn't I be treating these niggas like I probably shouldn't put myself on blast. But low key though, I treat men how I think men treat most women. Not like trash, but like nowadays. But the mindset that I have is like, You talk a good game. You're replaceable.
Facts.
I miss one.
But every nigga is replaceable, just like every female's replaceable.
Right. But God forbid that I did not have that mindset, and then I go on Facebook and yes, I could have really resented you and be like, "Fuck Maurice."
But you should have just communicated with me though, because I would have explained to you. I would have explained to you that's pretty much dying. Like, that's on the last leg. You know what I'm saying? And I would have explained.
How was dying when you posted a picture on Facebook?
That was the last effort, dog.
Y'all were at a wedding. Post me going to visit. So, Maurice, you're let me explain how you're contradicting.
You think I'm contradicting myself?
You are.
I love it.
Let me explain to you how you're contradicting yourself. You're telling me that you were trying to cut this off. This is something that let me finish. This is something I've decided that I wanted to be done with. This is something I decided I wanted to be done with, and I'm no longer going to move forward with it. But then you tell me I'm going to put in this one last effort. That makes
because you kind of bouncing in timelines. That's what I'm saying. You bouncing in timelines. When we first started and we was consistent, that was 2012, 13 when you was on your underground. That's what I'm.
But I'm talking about.
That's when shit was really dying, and that.
But when I came to visit you, that was like 2015.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm saying. You jumping in timelines. You jumping in timelines.
Specifically, what I'm talking about is when was your LB's wedding?
That was 2015. Yeah.
Facts, Maurice. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But you was talking about the consistency in 2000 when we was underground. Okay. That's what you was talking about. That's what I was addressing. Okay. But to go to that, we can jump forward in time. I can break that down too. You feel me? So what's up?
I'm saying.
So 2015 when you came to visit me.
2015, I never would have come to visit you.
If you knew I was still making the last effort for her.
Making efforts with this woman.
Okay, so to address that.
You should not have had me come to visit you if you were still making efforts with this woman.
To address that, how that ended, I wish I wouldn't have made that effort with her. And I'll put it just like that. That's all you need to know. I can't go further because then that's doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot.
Further.
It's not worth it.
It went bad. This is called Down to the T. We just need a little.
You smart motherfucker. Your ass gonna get your own radio show. All right, I'll put it like this, right? So, how can I phrase this? What happened with that is that I realized that things weren't the same through sex, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realized it wasn't mine anymore, if that makes sense. Men have a thing of pride where they feel like, okay, you talking to somebody, it's yours. Ooh, that had been X'd out, but I was still like, men have a thing where they don't want to let go of what they had ownership of. Facts. You feel me? Like, niggas be like, man, that's me. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, I had that. That's me,
crazy
nigga.
How you're saying that.
That's real.
When you literally, I'm pretty sure I was not, okay, you were living in a whole nother state.
Yeah.
Maurice, not even trying to make you feel bad, but I really want you to
understand. I never feel bad. I always just don't take ownership. What's up?
I just really want you to understand that what you're saying is problematic. I know that if you allowed me to come visit you, I'm pretty sure while your girlfriend was in Illinois and you are in Arizona, I'm pretty sure you were dating or dating, talking to whatever other women.
No.
weren't?
So that's what I'm saying.
So while you were with her, I was the only person that you let you might have had something with. Oh, really?
I mean,
I am.
It depends on the time frame,
so
but
I understand how somebody might want to like.
It depends on the time frame, but definitely though. Because like, I have made efforts, but the realization that it was just not worthwhile was like, man, we just at that point where it's like we haven't officially cut it off because we don't want to come to terms with the fact that shit's dead.
Time. People be so.
That's what it was when you was around. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers didn't want to take ownership of the fact that this is going nowhere. So, that's all that was.
So what made you want to put in one last effort then?
Because niggas don't want to let go of what's theirs. That's all that is. Okay. That's all that is.
You really should not say it as if you have some type of ownership.
I don't have ownership, and that's the realization. No. That's the realization, though, for men. It's when they realize, oh, wait, I thought this was me, you know what I'm saying? But it's not. Then that's when men go through heartbreak. That's when men realize.
Did she break your heart?
That was my first heartbreak. I've
never had my heart broken.
You're a lucky motherfucker.
I've had my feelings seriously hurt.
Hey, but keep this though. That was my only heartbreak.
Because you learned from it, right?
I mean, I haven't had a relationship.
Or are you like guarded and like?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Scorn? No, I'm not scorn. I'm not a petty. I'm not bitter. You feel me? Like, nah, fuck bitches. No, I'm not like that. No, it's just like, I haven't had a relationship since then, and it's been 2 years. Facts. Like, I'm not looking to get into one. You know what I'm saying? Like, woman got to really earn my shit.
When people say that, like, okay, you're not looking to get into one, but if something was to happen, you would be open to it?
No, of course I would.
Oh, I was about to say.
Niggas lonely.
I was about to say, all you got is Benny.
Don't do my dog.
Benny. I love Benny. I love him.
Benny's that dude.
Yeah.
That's that dude.
Okay, so, I mean. But you do admit that you kind of played me and let me come visit you, even though you still
I didn't play you, though, because what I'm trying to tell you.
Have you sleeping in your silk sheets?
What I'm trying to tell you, hey, they was balling, too. They was balling in the motherfucker, too.
Getting me drunk.
Hey, I'm going to show you love regardless. You going to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? We going to see all the city, whatever you want to do. But I didn't play you, B, because we didn't do nothing, right?
No, we didn't.
Okay, then.
There was nothing in my life happening then either.
But we didn't do nothing.
No, but still, that is something I've never done in my life.
On my end, and I understand where you come from, and that's what I apologize for that, because you might have put yourself out there, and I'll be honest with you, but on my end, I was innocent. Yeah, I was investing in you.
Yeah, it was fun.
I was investing in you. Like, all right, what's to it? Like, what we got? You feel me? Like, what's happening? You feel me? Like, and you took it the wrong way. We ain't communicated about it, so it was like, all right, well, that's a dead cause at that moment. You feel me? But we could have just easily spoke about that shit. And I'd explained to you, yeah, that's dying out.
Yeah, I still would have been. I don't deal well with like, oh, we're breaking up. Like, it's kind of. I don't do well with those. You either single or you're not.
That was years in.
Yeah, I don't have to understand that because I don't have to be involved in it. That's what I will not do to myself.
And that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, because that's dumb.
Zero talking.
So I think that's why. I think that's the main reason why we never. Because I mean, yes, you are far, but I think something. If we really wanted it to, something could have manifested with
something
that.
Still can, so don't talk like that. That's disrespectful. Don't speak on the future like that. You don't know what the fuck the future is.
As of right now.
Don't even say that.
Well, I am going to say that because as of right now, nothing can manifest.
Shit.
But.
Go ahead.
Yes. I mean, I think that is the thing that made me be like, oh no. Because I think my issue is that you only get one time to like play the fuck out of me, and then I'm just like,
I just wish you wouldn't have took it as like me playing you though. If we would have discussed it, I'd explain to you. What I would have did off record, I'd have told you everything. Shit, and that'd have helped you understand my world.
No, it would have helped me understand. I would have empathized. I would have had too much with you, and I would have been like, "Oh man, that's fucked up." But I still would have been like, "Oh, no, sorry." Yes, we'll talk offline about it. I mean, it's a little too late now, but
no, I mean, it's never too late for anything. That's what's wrong with you.
You always trying to sweet talk me with this hickey on your neck.
It's not no hickey.
Yes,
it is. That motherfucker healing, big dog. Come on,
with this hickey on your neck.
Motherfucker vampires in Illinois. I'm from Arizona. I don't fuck around out here like that.
Oh, that's not from your trip. Oh, it's from your Arizona girl?
Nah, it's the vampires in the state. You know, I'm out of state. They attracted to this
Maurice is just lying.
They just attracted to this nigga. Light-skinned nigga, peanut butter and shit. You know what I'm saying? Caramel nigga.
Okay. Light-skinned or caramel? Which one is it? What you doing?
Same shit. What's the difference?
Well, okay, whatever. Well, I will say that is probably exactly what happened.
I'll take ownership of that, though.
Okay, so why we did not.
But why you acting like you're so innocent? Not like that. Now. I'm on the motherfucking topic. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So to help me understand, you act like you've been single since 2010.
I haven't
at all. And
I mean, let's be clear.
No. It's done yet. I wasn't done yet.
Okay,
so like,
sit down.
On and off while we was talking, you had relationships in between that as well. And
I always got a man.
Exactly.
Let's be clear. Like, I mean, not a relationship, but there's always something.
There's always something that's waiting for you to be like, all right, you know what? I think it's time for you to step up. Let me see what you
I choose you. Get off.
Exactly. You got a rotation. I didn't. So.
Okay, so.
What I was going to continue to say is this.
Read me.
What makes you exempt from this same criticism? Because he was doing this. This is the same thing.
You in 2005.
You just didn't have a nigga off the bench. That's all.
Because I was.
Is that it? Yes or no?
I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't have anybody at that time.
Okay.
Because I was in a space where I did have one like.
Right before that, right?
Not right. Yeah, because I came to visit you.
I remember.
Was that April?
No, it was right before.
It was. Was I drunk when I was telling you? Oh shit, I must have been drunk because I don't tell nobody about that shit. Oh my god, I must have been drunk.
No, you just fuck with me. That's
oh my god.
Fuck with me, G.
I had gone through some like rough ass, and it actually was the second person on my podcast. His name, where he likes to call himself Joe, but that's whatever. That's neither here nor there. Yes. The second person that was on my podcast, I had went through a various like terrible situation with him, and so I had not talked to anybody. Like I was not. So
you didn't have your heart broken in that moment?
No, my heart wasn't broken. I just felt like I got played for stupid, and I don't like to I won't say my heart was broken because I bounced back from it. Let me do this. Let's summarize this.
Are you exempt? Yes or no?
I am exempt.
How?
Because when I came to visit you, I wasn't talking to anyone.
Okay, that's the difference. However, years prior to that, did me and you ever talk while you were involved with somebody? Yes or no?
No. Because
I could almost guarantee.
When I was a junior, when I was online,
I can almost guarantee. No.
You said that was the last time we were very consistent.
No. I can go off record, and I'm not going to and say what. But what I'll say is this: I have record of communications prior to.
What kind of record?
I'm not gonna say it because we're working.
Okay.
However, I have a record of communications with us prior to junior year that showed that we and you.
So sophomore year, it depends on the date. I'm real because I had a boyfriend between February and
that's all I'm saying. But you can't verify 100% until I show you.
You probably can verify.
Of course I can, but I'm not gonna put you out there like that because that's my shit.
Okay.
Facts. You feel me? I'll never do that. And that's what I'm saying.
Well, Maurice.
And all I'm saying is you're not exempt.
I think I am exempt because I'm not like that.
No. I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying that you are. But what I'm saying is that I was willing to shut shit off if things between me and you would have been.
I was too, I feel like.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not flawed because what you perceived for me to be playing you is what you thought. That's not what it was.
The most serious situation is that when I came to visit you, you were not single.
I understand that, and what I'm explaining is that shit was dissolving. But you don't understand the male's perspective.
Dissolving is not dissolved.
I understand that. You don't understand the male's perspective. Niggas not finna let go if what they think they banking on is not solid yet.
That's dumb and that's weak.
I can own that.
Okay,
but that's your perspective.
I'm glad. No, that's not a perspective. That's weak as fuck. You're telling me that you are too...
not willing to break up until I got something else that's solid?
Until you got something lined up. This is not the motherfucking...
but
job market. Like, what the hell? This is not the job market.
Do you know how to play the job market? You gotta have your options. You crazy as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
And you treat the job market like you treat relationships. If you're single, you should. I'm all about options. Believe me, I don't never put my eggs in one basket. My eggs is spread out all over. And what's wrong with that approach?
There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're in a relationship,
you're still thinking about it being a closed relationship and things are happy and things are great.
It doesn't matter. A relationship is a relationship. If you're not happy, but you're literally telling me, Maurice, this is what you're telling me and the listeners.
Yes, and I'm proud
that you were willing to hold on to this relationship that was not going well, not how you wanted it to be. You were willing to hold on to it because you did not want to let it go until you had something else lined up.
And that's poorly interpreted. So however, I did say something very, very similar, but what I'm saying is this. The shit was falling apart already. It just, like I mentioned to you, it hadn't happened to the point where you agreed to be like, all right, this is going nowhere. It was just a conversation that hadn't happened. However, I hadn't implemented that conversation prior to me and you because what's the rush? In my sense, I'm not even in Illinois. I'm in Arizona. I'm obviously...
What, you thought I was going to be a booty call or something?
How? When you don't live in Arizona?
When I came to visit you.
But how? You don't live there.
You thought I was going to be your fly out? You thought this is like a fly out Instagram like story or something?
Do you know there's so many other routes that I could have besides somebody flying out to Arizona for
they not me.
Call? Of course not. But what I'm saying is if that's what I wanted, why would I go through all of that? See, the logic, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't look at nigga logic. You looking at
believe me, I look at nigga logic.
But you looking at a shiesty nigga logic. You're not looking at niggas who got their shit together logic.
All niggas are shiesty. My nigga shiesty.
I'm sorry.
All niggas shiesty. I don't trust none of these niggas. No, I'm just playing. Everybody's shiesty. Well,
goddamn, I'm sorry. But all I'm saying
I don't trust none of y'all niggas.
I don't blame you. You can't trust nobody until they give you a reason to trust them. And that's tough. And that's why I didn't fucking rush shit to break up.
Ooh, you curse.
With you.
You curse.
Excuse me, I try not to.
So you're telling me
you gotta earn my shit. So if I'm finna jump relationships, dog, you finna definitely earn that. Fact.
Let me ask you this though. But after I left, weren't we consistently still? What is it? You put the oil in there?
Yeah.
Oh. I put my hand all over it. I'm sorry.
Good. Don't worry about it. So after you left, what?
But after I left, weren't we still consistently talking?
I tried, definitely.
Right. I think we weren't. We stopped when you went to that wedding.
Yeah. And that was
if we were still consistently talking and there was some possible I pulled something and there was like some possible like something manifesting, what would make you still try to put forth effort in this other situation?
In that regard,
you felt like whatever we had going on was not lined up enough?
No. I'm saying in that regard, that invitation was already extended. I'd feel like I didn't want to kind of renege on it. That was it. It was a wedding. I was in town for that weekend, and I was back out. Like, I wasn't anticipating.
Did y'all get in like a huge blowout or something?
Blowout, like argument and shit?
Yeah.
No.
What, you found out something?
Yeah.
Oh, you found out she was like cheating or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
Technically you did too, though.
Technically, I mean, you could take ownership or whatever. Yeah. You can say all of the above. Yeah. I'm a grown man. Yeah, I did my thing. You feel me? And she a grown man. She did her thing. You know what I'm saying? And
do you still talk to her now?
We cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't talk to any of my exes.
That's the difference between me.
Until I ask them to come on my podcast.
I'm cool with all of my exes. My exes love me.
Sure, Maurice.
They do.
I mean, because how many could you possibly have had in the 5 years that you were in this on and on?
I've only had 2, but both of them.
I've only had 2 as well.
Exactly. But
well,
both
3.
of them,
I mean, whatever.
They respect me and I respect them because the way things ended were mature. Like, I don't play people. You know what I'm saying? Like, even my first
Except
ex.
for me.
You tripping. My first ex thought that I played her, but I didn't. And we talk about it all the time. We joke about that shit. You feel me? Like, it's nothing, B. Like, because I'm not that type of person. Like, that's what you're not understanding. You're comparing me to niggas that you think you know. You feel me? But, like, just because I didn't do something how you would have done it doesn't mean that I would have that intention to play you, make you look dumb, or whatever the case may be. Like, my intentions are always well. So it's just unfortunate that it wasn't able to be proven in that situation because the duration of us staying consistent didn't continue. You know what I'm talking about? So that's all I could say, but I'm not that type of person. Like, really. I'm really not. I'm not.
I know you aren't. Okay, so do you have any more lasting thoughts, questions on this?
Now?
The hot spot. No, we're not to the cool down yet. We're not there. On this particular issue, on the
shout out to my exes. Y'all cool with me. That's it.
I wish I could say that.
That's fucked up. You can't.
I mean, I just have no reason to, like...
Both of them, they taught me a lot of shit. 100.
Oh, yeah. I definitely learned a lot from my last
I taught them a lot of shit, too, so they can thank me later.
I'm sure you did, but I definitely learned a lot from my last relationship, but... that shit is over.
I'm sad to hear that. I really am. I didn't spit on you. That was my butt.
No, I have a cut on my finger, and I just like
fucking around with envelopes, paper cuts.
I don't know. I just like children. You know, children are always like I be playing with kids. Like at work, I'm always playing with the kids. So like, that's probably
like damn.
No, ain't none of that. No.
Nah, go ahead. I'm over there.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot from my exes too, but not enough for me to be like, oh yeah, we can be friends. If we didn't start off as friends, there's no need for us to be friends.
So explain to me how you go into a relationship without being friends first, because I don't understand.
I mean, yes, I do mean that. Like, yes, when you build a friendship and you, but. Okay, Maurice, you and I were friends, like actual friends since
deep
8th grade.
Yeah,
exactly. So we tried to talk, whatever, it didn't work out. We can still be friends. But if I met you in the intention to date you, and of course you
kind of take that step
I don't need to know. Why am I doing that? So I don't think, and honestly, you're going to benefit from, not you, but like that man is going to benefit
more than you would.
Than I would, because the same way that I am in a relationship is the same way that I am
That's your
as a friend.
You can't be like that.
I know. It's fucked up. I know.
But it's alright though. You'll learn.
I'll learn.
Unfortunately.
Probably when I get my heart broken. Hopefully that doesn't come. Because, yeah, knock on wood for me. Praise Jesus. Okay, so now we can move into the... I'm glad we got that.
Oh, I'm a solid nigga. You could talk with me about anything, B. Like,
maybe if I would have talked to you about it before,
I tried to tell you.
We'd be like almost married by now.
Pretty much a ring on your finger, but it's like, though. You kind of ruin the future.
Damn.
You could work on that.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
No, not right now. That cannot manifest.
No. Tell me why.
Now we can move on to the cool down, where we talk about where you are currently dating.
All right, go ahead.
We can talk about where you are currently.
Man, shout out to Tinder, man. That shit been showing me.
Like that. Like when I first moved to Chicago, like after graduation, and I moved to Chicago. Like I would go out all the time, but Tinder is really like. Mind you, niggas in Chicago are mad Hollywood. Like they're the coolest niggas ever. But when they're out, they're flashy as fuck. They don't want to talk to women. They don't dance. It's crazy. The places
I don't know where the fuck you.
The places I go, at least.
Hey, shorty. That's the niggas I'm used to being around. Hey, shorty. You think as hell, shorty.
I mean, yeah, I guess that too. But mostly, it's like men that I think that are more like my type that I would probably be more interested in.
People from England and shit.
It'd be like some bougie ass niggas that like. Is just not gonna work out.
Really? Okay.
So
Hills ass niggas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. And so Tinder did show me a lot of love too when I first moved to Chicago. That's how I met a lot of men.
No, I ain't gonna stunt you. As far as where I'm at in relationships right now, I'm single as fuck.
I mean, not with this hickey though.
I'm single as fuck.
But you got a hickey on your neck.
I'm single as fuck.
You like her enough to let her leave a mark on your neck.
I do like her, of course.
How'd you meet her?
High school.
Oh, so she's someone from here?
No, of course. I told you I wasn't from Arizona. Yeah, no. But with that being said, though, I'm single as fuck. So that's all I can really say about that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. You know what I mean? She cool as fuck. It was deep. It was so... If I explained that'd probably go viral, and I'm not going there.
Yeah, don't. It's not about that.
You don't understand. It was an experimentation moment. You know what I'm saying? Molly's and all type of shit. It's cool, but other than that...
Oh, shit. You told me about her. A little bit when I was
you familiar.
You told me about that. Yeah.
So that was that. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you were smarter and wiser than myself. However, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. I'll tell you about that off camera though.
Okay.
Terrible.
So like, how do you approach dating now?
What are you bringing to the table?
Okay. So what does that mean?
I'm established. I got my own shit. I got it. A safety net as far as income goes. Mm-hmm. I got personal business I'm operating right now.
Which is what? Shameless plug.
Okay, hey, Underground Syndicate of America. We finna make a branch out right now with a dojo. It's a recording studio. We finna make it a franchise. It's gonna become a recording label and everything like that across the whole USA. Y'all gonna show me a lot of love for that, hopefully. But long story short, yeah, man, I just don't know how to explain. Like, I got everything that I need right here in front of me, like on a platter. So if you coming into the mix, what do you have? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not supporting what you aspiring to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? You got to have what you already working toward up and running.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
unless it's some like deep goal that's like,
yeah. But with that being said, what are you doing?
So you want a woman
present day? What you got going on right now, B? If you ain't got shit popping.
You don't want that.
I'm zero interest. I'm sorry.
Shit popping like what? What does that mean?
You ain't got no income. You ain't got your mind right. You feel me? You don't know what you want to do in the next year, next 2 years, next 5 years.
You like a woman with a plan.
Facts. I'm routine.
And you're 25.
Yeah.
Don't you want to get married soon? Do you want to get married? Do you believe in marriage? Because niggas be like, I don't believe in marriage.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
No, but I believe in marriage.
We had an arranged marriage at one point.
28 was the...
I was like, if I'm not married by 28, we gonna make it happen. So,
that's still a deal we got in the air. I ain't gonna renege on that, but that's actually... I do believe in marriage. I do want to get married, and I do want to have something that's worth Trying toward, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have somebody that believes in me as much as I believe in them. I want to have 2-3 kids, you know what I'm saying? The way I was brought up, I had one brother, one sister. I want to be able to give a child that same experience, but give them the upbringing and, like, the encouragement, the motivation, like, the parental guidance that I can bring rather than, like, my parents, because they put a lot in me, you feel me? So if I can bring that plus what I was brought up on in these streets, design ain't even the hardest, but it taught me a lot, you feel me? Like, if I can put that into them, I know they kids would be solid. You feel me? So I need to keep the lineage going, but you got to find the right one to do it with. So I can't really say like what the time frame is as far as when that's going to happen, but eventually, yeah.
Do you like when you are? Oh, the sun is coming out. When you are dating a woman or starting to date a woman, whatever. Clearly, this situation with this girl has been kind of going for a while, though.
It's dead now, but yeah.
Okay, but the girl that I'm talking about
now, but yeah.
Since yesterday.
What the fuck? Oh, you talking about this?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn, what? Happened fast.
Anyway.
So we're not going to talk about that. Okay, so if you are talking to a woman.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, is there a time frame on how long you talk to a woman before you get in a relationship?
Of course.
Because niggas be talking about, we need to date for at least a year.
Of course. It's definitely a time frame. And it depends on a lot of things. If you pop that coochie way too early and I don't know you, you're not getting wiped. I'm sorry. Unless you prove and you show and tell that ain't nobody else fucking with you. If you can prove that, then I will fuck with you.
Let me explain something.
No, hold on. Before you do, I know women gonna do what they want to do, and that's fine. I ain't got no issue with that. But if you can show me that ain't no other niggas fucking with you,
she don't need to show you anything.
She do. If she want me to be exclusive.
Well, you know what? That's probably why you're not at this point.
Crazy.
Because that's crazy that you would think that a woman, if I
don't you want to know that I'm not fucking with nobody else either?
And I can still know that if you let me have sex with you on the first day.
No, that's fine too. But if you pop that coochie, but I think that you popping for other niggas, that's the problem.
So have that conversation. There's nothing someone to prove to you. All things to happen. Okay.
That can happen through conversation. Prove it to me through talking.
Semantics.
No. We can prove it through a conversation.
Saying prove sound like she gotta like on a test.
Nah, hell no. How the fuck do you prove something like that? Here, nigga, here's my checkup.
Right.
No, hell no.
Okay, so
fuck out of here. No, I ain't mean it like that.
Okay.
What I mean is,
if
we can communicate that you are exclusive to me and I'm exclusive to you, and we're working towards something that's serious. Actually, I do.
Oh,
I like, what's that, Matte Black or something?
This is it's like blue. It's
fuck with it,
it's by Rihanna. I was just
oh shit, the Riri shit. Okay,
yeah,
I'll fuck with it. Okay.
Go ahead,
but nonetheless, though, like if that's something that I can perceive from how me and Shorty rocking,
I hate when niggas say rocking.
It is what it is.
That's so.
I feel you, but nonetheless, though, I feel like that's something that we can make shake. But like, if you just out here and I just like, damn, you gave that up easy, and
okay, so regardless if a woman gave it up easy to you or not, does not mean that you can't take her serious.
You didn't let me finish my statement. But if I feel like you entertaining a lot of niggas, and I don't know if you really giving it up that easy,
okay, yeah,
then it's like, I'm straight on that.
Because you want someone who is
exclusive
to you, but you need to also be exclusive to her. And just because she's having sex with you fast does not mean that she's
having sex with everybody and all of that.
Okay, I'm glad you know that. I mean, you gotta check me.
Come on, I'm not nigga too. You feel me? I might just earn some cat on one night stands too. I might. You feel me? Like that's cool. I'm not gonna answer that.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you have at some point.
I'm not going to discuss that right now, man. I got my mama listening and shit, man.
No, my mom does too. she don't ever comment on some of the stuff. I'm like, don't say that.
Hey, shout out to Miss Jones, man.
No, Miss Taylor.
Oh, word? I'm sorry, Miss Taylor. I apologize. I know I met her, though, but what's happening? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? She was cute, though.
She is cute. I love her. She's my girl.
She needed to holler on me, though.
No. Okay, so that's what's up. Your dating philosophy seems like it's kind of together.
I'm trying to be about it, you know what I mean? And this is how you shit together. That's really all I care about. You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about.
Okay. Something I also like to ask is like, based on the situation that we had, whatever we want to call it, do you have any like lasting like advice for me, like going forward?
No, you was never like it was never like, damn, got me always be tweaking on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't do that. I try not to do that.
No, I ain't got no advice for you. Continue to do what the fuck you do. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
No, you doing everything right. No, you good.
I have something for you though.
Go for it. I'm always
maybe you just need to be a little bit more like try to be a little bit more open. I feel like you might like.
I want to be.
And you can be if you try. I feel like you might like miss out on some opportunities being like closed off. Yeah, nah.
You know? This shit where I grew up, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit kind of molded me a little bit. So, it had a little influence. I apologize for that.
I mean, you don't need to apologize to me, but for women who are trying to...
But you also got to think, like, I'm thinking about my long run, too. I ain't really worried about a relationship right now. Like, I know in, like, 5, 10, 15 years, I'm going to be rich as fuck. Like, all around.
But don't you want someone who was with you?
That shit? Yeah. Not really. Because the people that I know right now, if they was really about that shit, they'd be here right now. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, when I meet you, if it's real, if it's authentic, if I know, like, what we got is real, then that's what it is. Like, I don't need, oh, damn, I knew her since 2005, so I know it's all.
Why you have to say it's 2005?
2003, 2002.
Because that's when you knew me. You just
wanted
to be me so bad. Like,
we here right now, so you know what I'm saying? You fall into that bracket, so you already a part of that. But I'm saying for other motherfuckers, like, moving forward, like, I don't need to know you 10, 20, 15, whatever the case may be, just to be like, all right, I can rock with you. Like, I know who the fuck with me, period. Like, you know who fuck with you.
No, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'll know when it's right.
Yeah.
Period. Nah, I'm not worried about that shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me? Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
Nah, man. I'm just appreciative to be able to come fuck with you on this level, man. We was talking about it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dope to be able to bring this shit to life. And I hope this shit, you know what I mean, do numbers
Hopefully
for you.
Hope it takes off for me.
Definitely do plenty numbers. Go platinum for you. Yeah, we out here.
In LA or somewhere, living my life in New York.
You can come run out the podcast at the studio.
Oh, I am. Don't worry. I already have.
Oh, yeah. Shameless plug USA Dojo. We got a studio, Phoenix, Arizona. Fuck with me. But, yeah, long story short, come out there and do a podcast, man. That shit be cracking. I'm telling you.
That'd be I'll make it to the point where I have talked to, and I also want to get it to the point where I can interview my friends and guys that they've dated, or interview strangers and people that they date. Right. I hope it gets to the point where I'm able to fly out to places and be like, oh shit, you want?
You got to come for the grand opening.
I will. Let me know.
I'm trying to do it like Jay-Z did the Kanye Rockefeller chains. You know what I'm talking about? And the crowd goes stupid. I'm trying to do it like that for the next.
When do you think it'll be?
Man, look. So the dojo, the property, rundown piece of shit, but it's crazy because like the person who's doing the renovations is so committed. He's a hard-working motherfucker. This man is looking like he might get it done by end of year, and I'm so proud of homie. You feel me? Because he is this inspiration for us to stay on top of our shit to make sure it's on point too. So by end of year, hopefully we might be done with all of that. Bring everybody that fuck with us out. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have that bitch crazy barbecue, motherfucking on the roof. Smoke out, drinks, recording this performances, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe I can have a live
podcast,
a live
interviews, you know what I'm talking about? Like all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? We can work together to make that shit shake for real, because like, so I'm like Jay-Z and the Rockefeller chain, I'm telling you. I'm the newest member of the Rockefeller chain.
I believe in you. I think that I'll pray for you and hope that manifests for you.
Thank you. The property itself is worth almost $200,000. If I can get that shit in my favor and make that work how I want it to work, it
will. If you believe it. If you believe it'll work, then it will.
Shit, I ain't got no choice. My hands on it. You feel me? I'm finna make it do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I mean?
Okay, Maurice. Okay.
You gotta do your research. I'm telling you. Your shit gonna fuck around, blow up with my shit too. You feel me? I'm gonna bring you out there to AZ, take over that whole little metro area. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I pray so.
Hopefully so. It will happen. It will happen. What you want to ask me before you close it off on me?
You know, I think we talked about a lot. And I'm very glad that we did.
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
I think that a lot got, brought to the table.
I hope your fans, I hope your friends, I hope your family, anyone who listened to this shit appreciate a real nigga perspective. And aside from that, I hope I'm just not alone with this shit, because
no, you're not. You're definitely not. And so I think so many men have the same, or we won't even say men, maybe women too, have the same philosophy.
Shout out to the real ones. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, have the same philosophy that you do. Like, I don't want to break something off before I have some real. I'm like the opposite of that, where I'm just like, shit, if it ain't working, then let me
fuck.
I will say though, with my last boyfriend, it was like, I don't know, our relationship was not that great at all, and I don't really, not that it was like bad or he was like abusive, but it just wasn't like fun, and I was just like, we didn't date that long. We dated for like 5 months, but I kind of held on to it longer than I needed to. But now taking that, I now recognize that you don't need to do that. And now dating someone else who is the complete opposite, it's just like, damn, you didn't need to do that.
I mean, but that's all about growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you realize what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, and what's worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? So you still gonna continue to learn unless you settle or unless this motherfucker's the one for you type shit. You feel me? Like,
facts.
That's what it is.
So do you have any relationship advice for general? What do you think a relationship needs to work?
Communication.
Number one thing.
100%. Communicate. Be blunt, or at least you ain't got to be blunt, but communicate. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known what the fuck it is that you want to get accomplished out of it. You know what I'm saying? Ask what they want to get accomplished. If y'all got mutual interests and all that shit, and y'all talk about that on a consistent basis, everything should be straight in the relationship.
How important is it to have that conversation, like, in the beginning?
100%. The most important thing to do, because if y'all working toward different things from the beginning, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I agree. Like, I feel like people with the person that I'm currently dating, I was very like, in the beginning, like, I'm not dating just to be dating.
Yeah,
like,
motherfuckers gotta be on the same page.
If that's not what you want, then we don't need to continue.
I'll cut it off. Hell,
yeah, because you don't need to waste your time.
Yeah, exactly. So as long as y'all on the same page, as long as y'all discuss what it is that y'all pursuing within this relationship in particular, then y'all should be able to work shit out. And if not, y'all will figure it out when it's not working out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Okay.
It was 100.
I really appreciate you, Hash.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm so glad you finally came and did my podcast. Even though last time you came to Illinois,
don't do that.
You claimed you were gonna come and you didn't.
I'll be busy, man.
You didn't even make time for me because I'm just a peasant.
No, you're not.
Whatever. I'm not that important. I don't really matter. But I'm glad it finally, we finally came together.
Made it shake. Indeed.
Yes,
I got you.
I'm so happy. And two, I hope that now I'm able to be more consistent, because I literally, it was the first 2 episodes, they were like back to back, and then something happened with this person who I'm no longer friends with, but something happened with this person, and then they threw me off because they were supposed to be on it, and then I got discouraged and was like, okay, fuck it. Then I got back on it in February, and then I told you about that, and that one got deleted. But
now we back.
We're back. I mean, if it's something you really want,
stay after. Stay
just
persistent.
Gotta keep.
It's gonna go platinum for you. It's gonna put you back on top, B. You already know.
Okay.
I'm glad I could be the one to help you with it.
I appreciate you.
Always.
Well, thank you everybody for listening. See you next time.